Morning Shred brought to you by snowboards.net. I'm Jenna. I've got Ryan here from Ride, and we're going to tell you a little bit about the Ride Maestro binding. So Ryan, who's this binding designed for?
This binding would be designed, especially with all the bells and whistles, is going to be your high-end free ride guy that's looking for minimal weight in his binding.
Awesome. So Infinity chassis, that's kind of one of the big parts of this binding, right?
Infinity chassis, yes, it's new for us this year. Excellent binding to adjust. Very light, very durable. All new design for us, but again, designed for that free ride guy. We have the micro disc system, which is on this chassis.
Okay.
The micro disc system is a smaller disc versus what we've been using for many years, traditional size disc. Yeah. What we're going to use, the benefits of the micro disc or the mini disc you're going to get is the size. I mean, just by looking at it, putting it up against a normal disc, and then having the mini disc and putting it up against a board, you'll be able to see right off the bat what it's made to do. Basically, it's going to loosen the board up because the larger discs we've been using have been taking up so much space on the board. The micro disc has a smaller circumference that it covers, ultimately giving you more torsional flex out of the board. It can make more feel. Yeah, you'll be able to feel more of the board underneath your feet.
Sure.
And also, it's going to give you a little bit wider or narrower stance, and it's compatible with a couple other systems out there.
Okay, cool. So the larger plates almost create more of a dead spot than this kind of little one does now, right?
Exactly.
Very
exactly.
Cool. So let's talk a little bit about the footbed on this binding, though, because you've got a couple different options, right?
We do. It comes with the 4.0 wedgie system, and just to start off, the wedgie system is designed to give you, it has an angle, slide it in. It basically gives you a more subtle angle between your knees and your ankles, give you more comfortable riding positions, and added more pop. It has two wedgie systems that it comes with, a 4.0 and a 2.5.
Okay.
The 4.0 is going to be more of that guy that is set back a little bit more, looking for a little bit more energy into turns and a little bit more response. The 2.5 is going to be less wedgie, where the guy has the option to switch out the wedgie depending on what kind of day he's having. If he's charging big mountain or fast turns, he's probably going to use that wedgie 4.0.
Okay.
If he's going to just kind of maybe cruise around, real easy day of riding, maybe a little bit in the park if he feels like taking that binding into the park, which you can do with this binding, he puts the 2.5 version on.
Okay. And then it has the landing pods as well, right?
The landing pods as well, exactly. What it does is it's going to absorb some impact from landings, reduce bruised heels, and again, reduce some of the chattering and the vibration being sent up through the body.
And the urethane roll bars do that as well, right?
Exactly. The urethane roll bars will do that, which actually sit more on the side of the binding, which is going to absorb the energy from around the board, not directly underneath your feet, but it's going to absorb the energy from north and south of your foot.
So you have kind of all these different factors that are all just trying to really reduce that chatter, reduce that vibration, absorb that shock, right?
Right. Give it a nice clean feel to the ride.
Okay, so let's talk about the straps a little bit.
Toe strap, we're using the 3D thin grip material, which can be either used as a toe cap or conventional over the top.
Okay.
The 3D versus just the thin grip material, it's a little bit added materials and strength to it to allow it to stretch where it needs to be. Again, with the stretching, it can fit just about any toe box out there. Yeah, it's great stuff. Great stuff on the toe strap. And then the ankle strap, we're using a membrane ankle strap. It's a thinner ankle strap, but you're not going to lose. Don't let the thickness or the thinness of that ankle strap deter you thinking that you're not going to have the support. With the membrane system, which is kind of incorporated from one of our top sheets, a material that we use on our top sheets at Ride Snowboards.
Okay.
We're using the membrane inside there to give it a little bit more of a memory, so you can use less material and get the same strength.
Very cool. It kind of reminds me of that old Alpha strap, right? Like a beefed up version of the old Ride Alpha strap.
Exactly.
Very cool. And then the high back.
High back, we're using the Stealth RS. It's a thinner high back, kind of what you would see on the Rodeo or the old Delta, but not as flexible. It's a very, very rigid, stiff high back, but the reason they're using the Stealth RS, it's less material, lighter for that guy that's looking for that ultimate light ride on their package.
Cool. Well, there you have it. Great intermediate to advanced binding. Looking for really you're just powerful guy who's looking to do a little bit of free riding. It's not limited to just free riding. You can take it in the park as well, but it's your Fairly responsive, just super lightweight, packed with a bunch of features kind of binding, right?
Right, Cadillac feel is what it has.
Nice. So check out the Maestro on snowboards.net. Thanks for watching The Morning Shred.